They just said it would be 4. Okay.
There was,
Okay.
oh, okay, okay. We're ready. We have quorum. We have a quorum.
Got a quorum.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newark Municipal Council's public meeting. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem by the students from the Robert Treat Academy Chorus, students from Jackie Robinson campus, and students from the Stephen Adebato campus, Teresa Adebato Principal. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to the students from the Robert Treat Academy Chorus. Mr. President, in accordance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice has been provided to the Star-Ledger, the Jersey Journal, and to the public at large establishing the date, time, and location of this meeting. May I have a roll call of those present, please?
Roll call.
Present.
Present. Here.
Present.
Present. Here.
Here.
Mr. President, I'd just like to take a moment to give the students an opportunity to leave the room.
Okay. As the students are leaving, I just want to thank our Councilman Ramos for sponsoring a resolution and making this day possible. So again, I want to thank Councilman Ramos. Councilman Ramos, would you like to address and say a few words?
As I stated earlier, Mr. President, to have the opportunity to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Northward Center here at the Council Chambers is really an honor and a privilege. I think each of us up here can attest to wonderful work that this organization has done over the years, the impact that their services have made in the lives of so many of our residents. It's again an honor for us to be the official, the very first governing body to help them celebrate this very important anniversary. And we know there are many wonderful things to come, many more years of commitment to our city. I talked a little bit about the new recreation center that will be opening up in the West Ward, and those are just some small examples of the way that the Northward Center has helped improve the quality of life here in the city of Newark, and I just want to congratulate them.
Thank you.
Mr. President, if I may,
Gonzalez.
it's, the Northward Center embodies what Puerto Rican patriot indicated. Is it to work is to serve is to work, and to work is to serve the humanity. They do that every day. They serve the humanity every day in a spectacular way in the North Ward and the whole city of Newark, and for that I congratulate them.
Right. Thank you. Councilman.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate the Northward Cultural Center. As many people don't know that a large part of their programming is in the West Ward. Formerly it was in the North Ward. And so they've already done an autistic center. I look forward to them opening up the recreation center in a couple of months, and we'll be working closely with them. So it really brings the North Ward and the West Ward together, which I'm happy about. It's all about our residents in this city. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, Mr. Clerk. To the agenda.
Council of the whole to approve the report from the boards and commission.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. President, before I proceed, I simply would like to note for the record that Council President Crump is away, and Councilman Amador has an excused absence today.
Correct. I noted.
Ordinance in public hearing, second reading and final passage. 6 PS and FAs, an ordinance granting a 25-year tax abatement to the 295 Washington Realty Urban Renewal Company for a project to construct 27 market-rate residential units, 7 income-restricted units, and 3 commercial units located at 495-505 Washington Street. Councilwoman MacGyver wishes to move, second by Councilman Osborne. Is there anyone present that wishes to be heard on this ordinance?
No one.
One of someone's appearing.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Happy New Year.
Name and address.
George Tillman, 165 Newton Street, Newark, New Jersey. I just wanted to quickly ask a few questions regarding, because I know there's a lot of tax abatements that have been granted, and some of the companies that are being granted these tax abatements are some of the same companies. So my question is, with Washington, well, this is Urban Renewal Company, LLC. If the council can, for the next upcoming public hearings, if you could provide a track record on these companies with these tax abatements so that we'll know if they were in compliance with the affirmative action prior to them receiving a tax abatement on their current projects. I was not able to receive any data on that, but if the council could, has Urban Renewal been in compliance with their previous projects with affirmative action? And have they submitted a affirmative action plan for this project?
Councilman James?
Good afternoon, Mr. Tillman. I'm the president of the Tax Abatement Committee, and after the meeting, we can get that information to you, but they have to be in compliance prior to approval for any new tax abatement.
Okay.
So we can still look into whatever data you need.
Okay,
Not a problem.
Thank you.
all right.
Continue, Mr. Clerk. Next, no other speakers? One more speaker.
Jamie Machado, 1121 Bristol Road, Mountainside. I'm here to speak to you on behalf of Labor's Local 3 and its members, and we'd like to show support for this tax abatement. Recently met with Mr. Espinoza. He understands the importance of providing Newark residents with good paying jobs and benefits on some of his larger scale projects, and he's currently in the process of signing an agreement with Labor's Local 3. And for that reason, we're here to show support for his tax abatement. Thank you.
Mr. Clerk, no speakers. Councilman Ramos?
I just want to state that, I want to congratulate my colleague in the Central Ward for this project. I'm a little familiar with IBN. They did a rehab on Prospect Avenue, actually next to one of the early childhood centers that the Northward Center operates. And it was a building that had been abandoned for close to 20 years. And, they came in, no tax abatement, and completed this beautiful rehab of this building that the city had tried to put up for sale a number of times unsuccessfully. So, I could attest to at least one example of a good project that they completed in the city.
Okay. Mr. Clerk? There's a mover and a second. Roll call.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
6VSNFB is an ordinance amending Title 23 Traffic, Chapter 6 Parking, Stopping, and Standing by eliminating the requirement for municipal council approval of handicap parking space applications, reducing the amount of physician forms, increasing the application fees, and assigning handicap parking spaces on a first-come, first-served basis. Is there anyone present that wishes to be heard on this ordinance?
No one appearing.
When appearing,
I'll move it.
move.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Mr.
Council
President.
President?
Yes, Councilwoman, and Councilman Ramos.
I just wanted to thank my colleague, Councilman Ramos, as well as Councilman Amador, in his absence, for going back to revise this ordinance that was placing a hardship on the residents of the city of Newark. I'm very excited about us being able to hear residents voice their opinions with the amendments that we have put forth in the beginning of this year, and going back to doing this. This will eliminate a lot of hardship for residents who are handicapped, who need handicap parking, who just could not get their handicap parking with the rules that we have put in place. So I just want to thank my colleagues for this amendment.
Okay, Council Ramos.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Pennington and his administration for working, with us on these amendments. I think the intention of the original ordinance, which was sponsored by Councilman Amador, seconded by myself, was never to place any kind of hardship, but I think once you start implementing some of these ordinances, you run into situations where you do recognize that some of the provisions may actually be very difficult for, residents or the city to meet, and I think the amendment that we're voting on today, while at the same time creating, a standard to ensure that those individuals who are disabled are the ones that have access to residential handicap parking, at the same time relaxes some of the provisions that were part of the original legislation, which, like the councilwoman mentioned, can be difficult for many of our residents to comply with. So I think this is a good compromise. It creates, a tough standard at the same time to ensure that those people in our city who are disabled are the ones that have access to handicap parking, that it's not a privilege that's being abused by people who are not disabled.
Right. Mr. Clerk, continue.
6 PSNFC is an ordinance authorizing and approving an amended and restated financial agreement originally approved by ordinance 6 PSNFG adopted on December 19, 2018, which approved and granted a tax abatement to 155 Washington Street Urban Renewal LLC. Council of the whole to defer action until the special meeting of February 11th. The public hearing will remain open.
Roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Resolutions.
Mr. President, before we go
Yes,
into
Councilman
resolutions,
Gonzalez.
there is an ordinance regarding parking also, that is the one for residents, that requires that every year they have to submit either a lease agreement or a deed or some sort of proof that they live in the property. And these people in the city of Newark that have been living there for 25 years, and every year they have to submit the same kind of information. I just believe that we should have a form that they attest to residing still in the address that they provided before, so that we don't have to inconvenience them for having to come to City Hall and provide us a copy of the deed, a copy of a lot of documentation that is unnecessary. I believe that if they have it on record 1 year, why repeat it 25 times?
Clerk, as an order?
Yes, sir.
So that would be something that we can address on a motion so that the business administrator can perhaps study that possibility.
So you want to make a motion?
Yes, it's...
Okay. Continue. Resolutions.
Resolution 701A is an authorizing resolution for the Department of Administration to use a state contract for software license maintenance and support related services. This is to provide broadcast equipment for the Department of Administration Office of Communications. B is a bid contract for the authorizing resolution for Department of Administration for a bid contract to purchase lubricants, oils, and greases.
Okay.
C, if I can turn the page. C is a bid contract authorizing resolution for the Department of Administration for a bid contract to purchase computer paper through 7R1C. Council of the whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
7R3A is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Engineering for a refund of monies for construction permit fees. 3B is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Engineering for refund monies for construction permit fees. 3C is a ratifying, authorizing, and amending resolution for professional services contract to execute change order amendment number 1 to contract 2017-02R, providing bid documents and construction administration for rehabilitation of 13 bridges at various locations in the city of Newark. Through 7R3C, Council of the whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
7R4A is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Finance approving for the form of sale of city-secured bonds, $5.5 million. Council of the Whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
7R5A is a ratifying authorizing resolution for the Department of Health, Community, and Community Wellness, acceptance of grant funds to provide Ryan White HIV/AIDS-related health and supportive services. The next group of resolutions through, from 7R5B through 7R5G on page 18 are all ratifying authorizing resolution for the Department of Health and Community Wellness for a contract with subrecipients to provide housing assistance and supportive services to persons with HIV/AIDS within the Newark eligible metropolitan statistical area. 7R5B is the Newark Beth Israel Medical Center, sponsored by Councilman James and second by Councilman Osborne. C is the La Casa de Don Pedro, Council of the Whole. D is the City of Elizabeth, Council of the Whole. E is the Catholic Family and Community Service Hope House, Council of the Whole. F is Isaiah House, Council of the Whole. And G is the Township of Irvington, Council of the Whole, through 7R5G. Roll call.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
7R6A is an authorizing resolution for the Department of Law for settlement of a workers' compensation claim. Council of the Whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Abstain.
Yes.
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 7R7A is a ratifying authorizing resolution of the Office of the Mayor for a professional services contract to serve as a per diem public defender for the municipal court. Council of the Whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Abstain.
Yes.
7R8A is a ratifying authorizing resolution for the Office of Municipal Council City Clerk for professional services contract to provide 2019 statutory auditor services. 7R8B is a authorizing resolution for the Office of Municipal Council City Clerk for opposing religious persecution. Councilman Ramos wishes to sponsor. Second.
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 Roll call.
8C are various recognizing and commending resolutions. 8D are various expressions of profound sorrow and regret through 7R8D. Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
7R12A is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Water Sewer Utilities for a professional services contract for professional engineering services on an as-needed basis. 12B is a authorizing resolution for the Water Sewer Utilities for professional services contract for professional engineering services on an as-needed basis through 7R12B. Council of the Whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
To the added starter pages. 7R1D is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Administration for an application for grant funds to identify initiatives, programs, and opportunities to reduce violence and strengthen relationships between law enforcement and the Newark community.
Okay.
Council of the Whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Continue.
Mr. President, 7R6D is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Law for confidential release indemnification and hold harmless agreement. Corporation Counsel wishes to discuss this with council in executive session for a few moments, if you...
You want to go into executive?
Could we finish the
Can
agenda?
we do the agenda and then we go to executive?
Then we'll come back to this, yes. 7R11A is a application for grant funds, authorizing resolution for the Department of Recreation and Community Service and Senior Services for an application of grant funds, an application of funds to improve current abandoned park into a functional park to be called Ridgewood Avenue Park for youth, including those with autism special needs. Council of the Whole to adopt.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
7R12C is a authorizing resolution for the water sewer utilities for a bid contract for Phase 2 of the lead service line replacement program. 12D is a authorizing resolution for the water sewer utilities for change order number 3, amending resolution. This is an executed change order number 3 for the Pequannock Water Treatment Plant Improvements Phase 2. 12E is a authorizing resolution for the water sewer utilities for closeout change order number 3, amending resolution 7R12E adopted on January 21st, 2017, adopted on March 27, 2018, and adopted on May 30th, 2017. Council of the Whole through 7R12E.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Let's go back to the regular agenda. We are on page 24, top of page 24, on communications. 8A is an ordinance authorizing an option to renew a lease agreement between the Essex Property Management Group, LLC, and the City of Newark Department of Health and Community Wellness for a lease of the premises commonly known as 864-850 South Orange Avenue. This is for an annual rental of $10,800 for a period commencing September 1st, 2019 and terminating August 31st, 2020 for the purpose of embedding the West Ward Victims Outreach Services Program within the West Ward by providing trauma-informed care and other supportive services for youth and for young men of color traumatized by violence. Council of the Whole to advance to first reading?
Yes,
He
Second.
says a sponsor and a seconder. Roll call.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
On communications, 8D is an appointment to, 8B is an appointment to the, as the Director of the Water Sewer Utilities, Mr. Kareem K. Adim. Council of the Whole to adopt?
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
8C is an appointment to, by the mayor to the, for Ms. Allison Ladd as the Director of the Department of Economic and Housing Development. Council of the Whole?
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
8D is an appointment by the mayor to the Commission on the Status of Women. Councilwoman McGyver wishes to move, second by Councilman James. Roll call.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 8E is an appointment by the mayor to the Commission on the Status of Women. Council of the Whole to defer action at this time. Roll call.
All right, continue.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Mr. President, the next block of ordinances are all appointments to various boards and commissions. 8F is an appointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8G is an appointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8H is an appointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commissions. Councilman James wishes to move, second by Councilwoman McIver. 8I is an appointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commission. Councilwoman McIver wishes to move, second by Councilman Osborne. 8J is an appointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commission. This will be Council of the Whole. 8K is an appointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commissions. This will be Councilman James, second by Councilwoman McIver. L is an appointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commissions. This will be Council of the Whole. 8M is an appointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commissions, Council of the Whole. 8N is a reappointment to the Caribbean Commission. 8O is a reappointment to the Caribbean Commission. 8P is a reappointment to the Caribbean Commission. 8Q is a reappointment to the Caribbean Commission. 8R is a reappointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8S is a reappointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8T is a reappointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8U is a reappointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8V is a reappointment to the Commission on the Status of Women. 8W is an appointment to reappointment to the Federally Qualified Health Center Board of Commissions through 7R, 8W, Council of the Whole, with the exception of those with sponsors.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Pending business 9A is an ordinance granting a 25-year tax abatement to the 30 Clinton Urban Renewal LLC for a project to rehabilitate an existing 6-story building and create 20 market-rate residential rental units and 4,000 square feet of retail space located at 30-32 Clinton Street. Councilwoman McIver wishes to defer action at this time. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call to defer.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Council, Mr. President, do you wish to continue through the hearing of citizens and then come back to the item for executive session with the Law Department?
Let's do the hearing of citizens, and then we'll go to the executive.
Welcome to the Newark Municipal Council's hearing of citizens. Only those individuals who have signed up by the closing deadline will be permitted to speak this afternoon. When your name is called, please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. You will be given 5 minutes to speak. When you begin speaking, you will see a small timing device on the podium in front of you, which will begin counting your time when you start speaking. When you reach the 4-minute mark, you will see the yellow light illuminate, indicating that you have 1 minute remaining for summation. When you reach your 5th minute, the red light will illuminate, and there will be an audible sound indicating that your time has expired. Please look forward, speak into the microphone. We are recording these proceedings, and if you turn away, we may miss part of your statement. Please address questions to the chair and not to individual council members. The first speaker for this afternoon is Denise Cole.
Appearing.
Denise Cole, 2 Kier Avenue. I have paperwork that I want to submit into the record for the chair of the board, chair of the council to submit to all of you guys for the record, to be recorded into the record and into the minutes of the council. So I do have the packet right here. I also came to the council because I am asking the council to support the Latino Action Network and the NAACP lawsuit, and it's a number of organizations with that have a lawsuit in Trenton on segregation in New Jersey. And we have segregation here in the city of Newark in our 2 public school systems, the charter system and the Newark public school system, that creates apartheid here in New Jersey. We also have racism within our school system that needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed culturally for all the cultures here, because our students, our parents have been experiencing in every one of your wards. because I am an advocate, I am in every one of your wards, and I'm telling you the racism exists. Now, racism is different from being a racist. None of you up here can be a racist because you are black in America and Hispanic in America. You can be prejudiced, and that's what racism comes from, our prejudice and our false stereotypes of other cultures that is being perpetuated in our system that I'm asking you guys to address. But I'm going to submit to you the letter from the Education Law Center in your packet that supports and sent a letter in support of the Latino Action Network. I think you need to send a letter to the governor letting him know that 95% of the black vote went to him, black and Hispanic vote went to him, and that he should support the Latino Action Network's lawsuit by coming and having the state do a settlement on segregation. Segregation we must address, because I'm telling you right now, you all, this board not gonna look like you all in a couple of years, because the Newark public school system is now 52% Latino and 32% black. The charter school system is 95% black, and they invest in private prisons. Go figure, black folk. When you invest in private prison, that means you invested in the people who will go and be going into the prison system. So what I'm asking you guys to do is take racism in Newark, New Jersey, segregation in Newark, New Jersey, seriously. We need to join. I am a captain in the military, and I'm gonna tell you right now, propaganda is here. If we, the Latino community and black community, don't join together and eradicate racism in our community, we're going to be where we're always going to be. Our children need to know that we believe in them, that we support them, and that economic advancement is how we train them. If we don't begin to train our children on economic and entrepreneurial instead of being the economic engine that people keep exploiting, then we're not going to advance. So I'm asking you guys to take it serious. I'm submitting reports. I'm meeting with legislators. I already have a meeting with the mayor set up, with our assembly, with our Senate people, and I'm going to be talking further because 5 minutes don't give me enough time to go into what I need to go into. I'm also asking you to ask our school board to stop violating the public's rights and not allowing us to speak on agenda items like you all allow people to speak. They cut that out. They're not respecting parents like they should when parents come to the mic. They're not respecting community members like you do when we come to the mic. The disrespect on that school board is blatant, and they need your leadership. They need your leadership because they're young. They need to know how to engage the community, to talk to the community, and to involve us. They're giving the illusion of inclusion. And I don't come before this board very often, and I show all of you respect. The only two people that have never met with me is the Central Ward Council person, Monica McIver, and Eddie Osborne. Although I've been there to ask for appointments to meet with them, I've never gotten one. But with the rest of you, I have. I have a relationship. A lot of you know my parents. A lot of you know my brothers and sisters. But what I'm asking you to do is take this serious.
Thank you so much. If you could leave those copies, thank you. Next speaker, Mr. Clerk. Next speaker.
Colleen Fields,
Not appearing.
Opal R. Wright,
Appearing. Come. Yes. John, she needs assistance.
Waiting for the...
Thank you.
Opal Alright, reside at Vanderpool Street in Newark, New Jersey. Yes, good afternoon to the council people.
Afternoon.
Yes. I am concerned with the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, distribution of all the funds, and I would like to ask the council people to please be at least more involved with the activity that's with the disadvantaged here. I am holding what appears to be not one but several sanctions from the place that provides funds for those who are, they need some form of assistance. And by the sanctions coming through as rapid or as frequent, that means that you will receive, but sometimes at a minimum of maybe weeks, it depends on the case, but I do believe that it's far too much of a, it's too much on the person who needs their funds to survive during that month. The other issue, I'm also concerned with the fact that you have had in the last month a notice from the governor that the wages is at a certain, is up. But there was a wage increase that was done on a ballot like through the city of Newark, and most of these people were people who needed some assistance. It's only amounting to $1, but it does have in holes that you will have with it an increase each time that there is a increase in wages because due to the cost of living. So this $1 is enough for me to ask about because in the law, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, they have that in 104 weeks of training, because you've had a lot of people who I believe who are just of the public that see, and they should not have that much concern with people who are just there at the office that's trying to get some assistance. But they have concerns with them receiving the money and not showing that they've worked for it. This is illegal. I don't see how they are going on with this, but it exists that, I don't know if they're religious and they just get on your side, your good side. They have the sanctions going frequently, like that's supposed to help us achieve this work out of people. There's 104. You have a lot of churches opening, and you have one particular school that started. And these places are training. And in this law, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, it says after 104 weeks, you're supposed to ask the state to give a stipend or some pay. At $1 per hour, I mean, they do go in there for up to maybe 6 hours. That's $130 that they're due, that they should receive. And I'm also concerned with the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, where you have the financial stability, which is the short title of Financial Stability Act in 2010. There's also our hedge funds, which is on Title IV, which is also short-titled the Private Fund Investment Advisors Registration Act of 2010, where the advisors should be, the investment advisors should be registered. We have there's the payment, clearing, or settlement activity, and here, they would like for us to understand what is the meaning of these financial institutions that facilitate the complete completion of financial transactions, and it shall include any offer or sale of a security. And this would be something we should all study, so I advise that we all read in order to keep.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. Thank you. Next speaker.
Elizabeth Salerno,
Not appearing.
Dion McCutcheon,
Not appearing.
Manur Elbamani,
Not appearing.
Jocelyn Moore.
Not appearing.
Mr. President, that concludes the list of speakers for this afternoon. The next hearing of citizens will take place at the public meeting of Wednesday, February 19th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. here in the council chamber. Would you like to do motions before we go into executive sessions?
No, executive, then we do motions? Or you want, what is the pleasure?
Let's do the executive.
Let's do executive.
Council as a whole to go into an executive session, please.
Oh, it's the pleasure of the council.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into an executive session. I ask that if you're not part of this discussion, that you please step out of the chamber.
Get Tillman's info.
Chairman, though, you're, for this council.
I was going to say condolences, but I have to wait on that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and we should be able to do it now.
We're back on air. Mr. President, we are back on air. We have this final item, 7R6.
Yeah, I like that.
B is a authorizing resolution for the Department of Law for confidential release indemnification and hold harmless agreement filed under seal. Council of the whole to adopt.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Motions?
Motions, Councilman Gonzalez.
No, the one that I stated before.
Pre-motion.
Regarding the rental or the parking permit for homeowners in the city of Newark.
The residential notice.
Residential, yes.
Yes.
To the administration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Letter to the administration to study the possibility of reducing the paperwork that is required to renew the permit.
Yes.
Can we
Roll
take
call.
on that?
Council of the whole. Roll call.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Councilman James?
I'd like to thank Calvary Baptist Church for having their 27th annual prayers for public safety officers. I'd like to thank the NAACP and Deborah Smith Gregory, President, for having an event, candlelight vigil for prayers for the troops. I'd also like to thank the Police Department for the Hope One deployment of the van at Van Veteran and Freeland Heights Avenue on February 3rd. Upcoming events, University High School's having its Father's Fridays. That will be on this Friday, February 7th. If you need any more information, please contact 973-351-2010. And finally, my monthly South Ward meeting will be February 15th at 400 Hawthorne Avenue from 9 to 11. All are welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes, Councilman McCollum.
Yeah, I just have one. I want to thank the Family Manor Restaurant on Sanford Avenue in the West Ward for hosting a lead line information session last week. Director Kareem Adeem did a great presentation. We had members from the Environmental Protection Agency, and I want to thank all the residents that came out. We want to stay on the same page with the residents, make sure they have the information or the processes that'll take place after they remove your lead line. So I think we were successful in doing that. That's all I have.
Second. Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Councilwoman McIver?
Thank you, Council President. Just really quickly, I just want to send my condolences to the German family who reside at Hyde Park Terrace. They have been members of the community for a long time there at Hyde Park Terrace, and his wife, who is the president of Hyde Park Terrace, lost her husband, Mr. Eddie German. I just want to send my condolences to her. I have one motion for the administration, Mr. VA, if we can possibly get an update regarding street sweeping in the downtown area. Some while ago, we had suspended it because we had an issue on many downtown residential streets where there was not alternate side parking for residents, so there would be street sweeping and residents did not have another location to park their cars at, and so I know we had suspended it until we can come up with a solution or have alternative parking in those areas so that street sweeping can continue. So at this point, it's been a couple of months now. I just want to know where we're at with that, that process of implementing that back. And then lastly, I just want to remind residents that tomorrow our Black History programs kick off. This year I have partnered with the Newark Public Library, the Newark Museum of Arts, as well as Newark Arts to host a series of Black History programs that will take place until the end of the month. As we know, it is Black History Month, and we want to celebrate in class here in the city of Newark, and so I invite all residents to come out and take part in those festivities. Tomorrow we kick off at the Newark Springfield Branch Library, which is located at 50 Hayes Street in the Central Ward, and we will be hosting a arts and crafts session hosted by Newark Museum of Arts, which starts at 3:30 p.m. So definitely bring your kids out, drop them off. They're safe with us in the library to enjoy and learn about Black history through some great creative programs. For more information, you can contact my office at 973-733-5870. Thank you.
Second. Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Councilman Osborne. Councilman Ramos.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to thank Director Adim and the staff of the Water Sewer Department. Last night we had our town hall regarding the lead service line replacement program, and I think there was a lot of valuable information that was shared with the public. You know, one of the issues that came up, and I wasn't even aware that this was happening, is that some residents see some replacement work happening on their block, and they may actually complete one or two homes, and not the rest of the homes on that block. And Director Adim explained that when we first authorized the initial contract for replacement, it was based on those residents who had applied, and that was part of the reimbursement program. So that particular contractor is finishing those individual replacement, and then the subsequent contracts, including the one that was on the agenda today, they're supposed to complete, you know, entire blocks. So I think that information is important, because a lot of inquiries that have come to our office are related to that, because I think we've advertised that we're going to do one block at a time, and when they see a contractor, you know, show up on any given block and they're only replacing one or two lines, you know, it does create some confusion. So, you know, I think that information was valuable last night, and I suggest through your chair and the clerk's office that, you know, we publicize that a little bit more. I'm sure there's going to be issues, concerns. This is a massive undertaking. I think considering the number of lines that have been replaced to this point, there haven't really been any major issues. You know, there are concerns with residents about traffic being diverted. Sometimes they expect the sidewalks to be repaired instantly, and that can't happen necessarily right away because of some weather issues. So the more information we have out there, the better it is for us, and we can exercise patience on behalf of our residents to allow us to complete, what is probably the country's largest lead service line replacement. So that's all I want to add, Mr. President.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Clerk, just a note to the administration regarding something Councilman Gonzalez talked about yesterday was the census. And we can't wait till 2 months from now to sit down and see what we can figure out together. I said before yesterday, there's 9 members of a council and a mayor, and all of us have different constituency. And all of us should have a presentation. What is, before the census are done, years ago, and I say this, there were folks that were assigned from different entities, like the Board of Education. We had a person on loan for the census, so that we would have, the person who was spearheading had an ability to put something together. So we need to have a presentation of where we at with the census from the administration. So if we can schedule some meeting so that we could talk about media, what are they doing around the country, meaning at the National League of Cities, which I'm trying to get copies of what's being done around the country so that we can follow that model.
Mr. President, if we could have that
Yes.
sooner rather than later,
Okay,
because time is of the essence.
right. Thank you, Councilman.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Hold to adjourn?
Yes.
Yes, your turn. Okay.
Yes.
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 So you have to ask you twice.
Huh?
Oh, in 5 minutes. This is a new world record.
All right. Ken said there's a broken record today.
Ken, what's the